22, the last number in our sequence. So let's start with the resistance pattern. This is feeling ugly in some way, self-destruction and disconnection. So the overarching theme here is from ugliness to beauty. And more specifically put, it's from feeling ugliness to feeling beauty. As we've heard before, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, it's fascinating is that beauty standards are different all across cultures, all across the world. What might be deemed as beautiful in one culture is not in the other, and vice versa. So this theme is really, well, part of this theme is really exploring what is beauty and feeling the beauty in all things. The manual says, what is beauty really? That is the question that this symbol asks. Is it how we or others appear? Or is it how we feel deeply about ourselves or others inside? This can be very emotionally toxic because there can be a complete denial of one's inner beauty. This can create great internal turmoil and pain, which can be played out externally as destructive behavior. There is often severe judgment of self in the process, and sometimes it can manifest as a physical or mental illness. There can be obsession with physical appearance, going to the extreme of having plastic surgery. Basically, this is about great self-denial and rejection. As the person grows, gradually learning to accept themselves and bring out their talents, which ironically they often have a lot of and don't initially see. Eventually, on this path, they learn to see how beautiful they are and how perfect they are in their expression. That's what it says in the manual. So this is also the sign of completion. And it's fitting, it's the last number that completes our sequence. So in the resistance pattern, it's feeling not complete because of some aspect, some way. And the journey here is to find the beauty in oneself and connect to their feelings of completeness. And what happens is that creates a full connection to self, mind, body, spirit, full connection to higher power, which activates these whole incredible talents that come through. The talents that come through is being very self-sufficient, in a sense, being so integrated with all parts of their self, they become a powerhouse, a very multi-dimensional, multifaceted powerhouse. Many different skills, many different abilities. It's just like how the triangle in this symbol is self-contained within the circle. And that's the energy of this symbol. In the resistance pattern, because a person feels self-ugly, they feel that ugliness. That's where the self-destruction comes in of I don't deserve, or perhaps in its extreme form, being disgusted with oneself. And that's why, and that's where it's a very personal journey of connecting to that beauty. And everyone's got a different way, and it's finding it for yourself. And as a person does that, and they actually feel the beauty and the magnificence of themselves, then they can share that with others. And especially with the media that we have here, where it's preaching and pushing this standard of beauty, where in some cases is like highly impossible or highly improbable. That's where this new wave of this energy is really coming through. And beauty meaning different things for different people, and it really being up to the person of what beauty feels like for them in a healthy way that allows them to be their best. So in reflection with this symbol, It first starts with the self, then it expands to the world. Because there's many different groups, there's many different areas of life that need help, that need support, but maybe they don't match the culture's sense of beauty, or so they're left out. They're disconnected. And a person with a 22 on this path connects to the beauty within themselves, feels it, actually feels it too. It's an intellectual thing, and it's actually a feeling thing. They feel it, and it's like that unlocks all these dormant, hidden talents and abilities within themselves. And then they become like this triangle where it's self-contained, and they're very versatile, and they're very powerful. Very connected mind, body, spirit, and also very connected to the higher power. So there's a great intuition that develops as well. And as they go out into the world, they share that with other people, help other people connect to their beauty. How many people are doing horrible things because they feel ugly inside? They feel like there's no way for them to, there's no saving grace. So many things are done out of non-accepting of oneself. And the more that people can accept themselves, the more people who can not only accept themselves, but feel the beauty, that in itself will solve so many problems that culturally is in the world. Because the more people are connected to, once a person connects to that inner beauty for themselves, other people can't take that away. It's an intangible thing. It's priceless. And that's where the service comes in, because this is such a unique way of helping people. It's an undercover way. It's a way that people don't think about, but it's like a root solution. Because there's so many problems that stem from this. So you solve this for people, and all the other problems start washing away. One of the keynotes of this, it says, signifies the completeness, the oneness within self. And they have all they need inside, and they just need to remember it. So what I invite you to do is to take reflection of those places within yourself where maybe, it feels ugly. It feels harsh to say. That's the direct pattern of the resistance. And keep this symbol up and reflect on it, because this symbol connects to the subconscious mind. Each of these symbols connects to the subconscious mind, and it helps bring the awareness of the genius talent within. And as those rejected parts of a person come together to form the completeness of this symbol, it shines through like a beacon and like a light. And that shining light is you with the 22, sharing it with others and helping others find completeness within their self, which allows them to be their best version in the world.